And now, introducing the new SneakyG Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in SneakyG Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch. So please, check it out, dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's replica trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the SneakyG podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. Okay, it's been some time. It's been about a week. I took last week off. I just took myself off the show. I didn't do that on purpose. Gotta love being live. Tuesday. Last week, Tuesday, obviously, it was Valentine's Day. I wasn't gonna have no show on that day. No offense. And Thursday, I was preparing. I was preparing for a football tournament this past weekend. Didn't go as planned. Okay, guys, I want to give you a heads up. Okay, and I'm not. Look, I didn't have a good game. I'll tell you that I didn't have a good tournament. I'll tell you that right now. But I'm going to tell you, it's hard to be successful when you're not prepared. Okay, I'll leave it at that. It's hard to be successful when you're not prepared. So we do got some stuff. We've got to catch up a little bit. We do got to catch up. We do got to kind of go over. I mean, last week, Sunday, Super Bowl, Chiefs. Thank God. Yes, I was a Chiefs fan for about not 15 minutes, for about 3 hours last week. I was I was the biggest Chiefs fan you could be for 3 hours. I'll be honest. I did not know, Philly. I did not want you guys to win another Super Bowl. I didn't want y'all to win. Simple as that. You can call it hating. I don't care. Y'all didn't win, and I'm happy. So then you can call me happy, not hating. I don't know. Whatever. CJ, I see you. What's up? What's up? I see a couple Daniel Jones comments. Yes, that is what. Okay, we're gonna jump on that as well. Oh man, boy, we're gonna talk about that too. Before we talk into that, before we talked about Jones and free agency and what it's looking like and blah 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 blah, I want to open up some wounds and some Philadelphia wounds. Okay. Again, I say this and I say I'm glad Philadelphia Eagles lost the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm glad they lost. Now, if you want to believe that it was because of that holding penalty you guys lost, you're wrong. It was not because of that holding penalty at the end. Bradbury admitted it. There was another view of the penalty which clearly showed he held on the video, or he held what's his name's jersey. It was not in the second half. Your defense did not show up. Bottom line. And hold on a sec. Mike says, Sneaky, it's been over a week. Nobody cares anymore. It's time to. No, you know what? No, Mike. I care. And I'm going to talk about it as long as I want. See? Now, let me ask you a question, Mike. I'm glad you're on right now. I can't wait to finish this conversation. I want to tell you something. You say it wasn't, but the man that committed the act said it was. You tell me. Who's fibbing here? Bradbury admitted to holding on to the gentleman. And he was like, well, I just hope I can get away with one. Wasn't the case. The second half defense, the second half, what do you call it? Philadelphia Eagles defense. It feels like I'm doing my show for the very first time. Holy cow. It's like I'm a rookie. It's like this is my first show, not my 86. Gee, that's a lot. You guys, the Eagles was playing balls out football. Jalen Hurts was just, you guys were doing your thing. I'll admit it. You guys were doing your thing in the first half. Y'all did that little, what you call it, for wedge formation, quarterback sneak. It was unstoppable. It was almost like you went into halftime and the players were like, hey, coach, are we going to make any adjustments? He's like, nah, we're good. Because the second half, where were you? No show, honestly. I do have the link out there, guys. Those are watching on TikTok and also Instagram. Please go to YouTube, SneakyG Man, and watch out for the link. You can come on. All right, Ant. You were biting at the bit, man. What's up?
So, what a lot of people aren't talking about with the Super Bowl was, of course, Eagles fans are going to make excuses, and the fact that Bradbury basically told everybody that he did it, Eagles fans could just shut the hell up. My point that not a lot of people know is that officiating staff that was in the Super Bowl.
Preach. Go ahead.
That officiating staff penalized the most of any other staff during the whole season. My point on that is, if you rewatch that Super Bowl over again, there weren't that many penalties in that game.
There wasn't. So
to say that they made a bad call just means you're a bitter Eagles fan.
I'll be honest. Elliot, I'm going to bring you on here because I know. Oh, that's a nice shirt. Where can I get a shirt like that, Ant?
It's this really cool place. Dress Comfy.
DressComfy.com.
Yeah,
yep. It has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch.
I won it in a questionnaire trivia thing.
You sure did.
Yeah, and I made it count.
And you made it count. Yeah, yes, you did. Elliot, what's going on? Are you in the
Elliot,
gym?
what's up, man?
No, no. I'm about to go have one though during lunch, but I thought I'd
Okay.
quickly pop on and just say, "Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. Sigh, Eagles, sigh. Blow big games 1, 2, 3. Miss them low, blow them high, and
I love
watch
it.
your Eagles die.
I love it.
Die, Eagles, die." I don't know the rest of the words, but that's the song.
I love it. I love it. I mean, the fact that they basically, honestly, they didn't show up until in the second half, and the fact that everybody, see, you're getting some love here, Elliot. Like, if
Danny,
I'm
I
not
love you, man.
mistaken, the Chiefs scored on every possession in the second half. If I'm not mistaken,
I got to
they
give
had
the
to.
Eagles their props here because living in the Philly area, I see all the interviews and all the highlights or lowlights in this case from all the Philly channels. And I got to give kudos to the Eagles. They made no excuses. Every one of them, including Sirianni, said, we weren't prepared for what they did in the second half, and they
right,
took advantage.
right.
And
I
going
thought
off
they had.
what
Go ahead,
Sneaky
Elliot. I'm
said
sorry.
before, credit to James Bradbury for coming out and having balls and saying, "Nah, I held him. I was hoping they'll get away with it." Because that, you know what? After the game, everyone was like, "Oh, can't believe the game ended like this. Worst officiating, worst call, worst call." And then all that died down when everyone found out Bradbury was like, "No, no, no, I held him. I was just hoping they're going to let it go."
Well, again,
Yeah.
the part that Sneaky brought up is the reason why so many fans, and again, it wasn't just Eagles. I mean, it was for the most part because they lost, but you heard a lot of fans going, "Whoa, that was a cheap call," but they didn't show it till later, where Bradbury actually had a handful of jerseys.
Yeah, and here we go right here. The only Smalls 419. I don't get the logic that it was a flag, but you can't call that in a Super Bowl. What they are supposed to do is let defense cheat in the biggest game of the. Oh, I see. To me, it sounds like he's being sarcastic. Like
Yeah.
No,
that they're supposed to call that.
That again, he's basically saying that how can people complain about them making a call
Right.
the biggest game of the year?
Well, and what I don't understand
Mhm.
is if we were to go back. I know it's so long ago since the last Super Bowl, but if we were to go back and we saw that play where that Chiefs defender rocked, I think it was a running back where he caught. It was a legitimate completion. He caught the ball.
You're
Took
talking
two
about
steps.
the one,
Yeah.
the checked out to Miles Sanders and
Yes.
from Nick Bolton. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He caught the ball, took two steps. He basically made a football move, but they called it incomplete pass. He got rocked. The other defender picked up the ball, ran it in the end zone, touchdown. Chiefs should have had the lead from that point on. Bottom line.
Yeah. But, Pat Mahomes showed why he's the best.
I mean, in pressure situations when he stepped up and ran for that first down plus more to set up that winning field goal. Yeah.
I love how the non-Chiefs fans were ranting and raving after the game. He must be on PEDs and this and that and that. What people don't understand.
Oh, wow, that's the first I heard of that.
Oh, you didn't hear? Oh, yeah, it was the woodworks. So my feeling on that is what a lot of people don't understand is it is 100% legal to get cortisone shots during a game. So when he went in at halftime with the rolled ankle, probably sore as hell, they probably got him up with a cortisone shot, which makes your ankle almost feel like you didn't do nothing.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Could have broken it and it would have made it worse.
I call it the happy juice.
I also think as well, anyone who's played sport and you've played in even if it's recreationally or you're playing in like a final or whatever, you get a bit of adrenaline rush, right?
Absolutely.
You're playing in the Super Bowl. I think an adrenaline rush that he would have had as well would also factor in that he's not even thinking about that ankle.
Well, I agree with you. The thing about the adrenaline rush is it usually comes right away, and then you can make it last till it gets numb. The thing where I want to say that it wasn't the case with Pat Mahomes is he literally went into halftime. If he left it at that ankle would have been swelled up by the time he got out of that locker room.
So, Elliot, I got to ask you this. What time did the Super Bowl come on where you were at?
10:30 a.m.
10:30 in the morning.
That's not
Nice late morning. Yeah, it was good. Good timing. And then
So
wrapped up at about 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
did you take Monday off?
No, I was working and watching.
You were you were working and watching right at the.
Yeah.
Okay, before Elliot, I know you got to go, but I have to ask you this: 45 million.
No, forget about it. No.
40. But now let me emphasize. I don't have all these, great sources and the, giants, whatever, like people on ESPN and then
Maybe.
in the Food Network channel. Food and Network channel. What the hell am I talking about? Like Chopped. Yeah, people in Chopped or the NFL Network, which I meant. I'm going to assume that this is all rumor based. Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume
it's rumored, but where there's smoke, there could be fire. You never know.
Right. And that's what I'm worried
until I
about.
hear Shefty or Ian Rappaport talk about it, I'm just going to take it with a grain of salt.
Exactly. My point is this: if that was, whether it's a rumor or not, let's just say, for the sake of saying it, it's not a rumor. That's what he's asking for. Number one, he just went with a new agency, and how convenient, as soon as he signs with that agency, this happens. But my point is this: Daniel Jones has an idea, him and his agent, how much money he wants to make per year. I think that he knows 45 million is out of the question. But let's face it: if you start high and they start,
I was going to say that
they're going to want to meet you where you're at. It's all part of the negotiations.
I agree.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
And my personal feeling, Saquon is getting the shitty end because of all that.
Yeah, because he's not priority.
No.
Right now, Jones is priority.
Yeah.
And I think it's unfortunate because say what?
Positional value. That's why he's prioritized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of people wanting to and it's funny because so right now our notable free agencies are what? Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. Now we already released Sterling Shepard. He's already been free to go and
Hodgins been re-signed for a year.
Say he's been re-signed, Hodges?
Yeah, Hodgins.
No, he did. Yeah, he signed. Yeah.
I think what the guys we need to get. I do want Barkley. I do want Jones back. As long as it's at a good price for everybody. I want Giad Ward back. I want Julian Love back. I'd like to have Richie James back at a good price. That's pretty much it for me. I mean,
what about Slayton?
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
I'd rather Slayton over Richie James.
Yeah, I know it's because of the rapport he has with Daniel, but
that's why
Richie James was almost the first down machine. Whenever Daniel at first down, James was right where he needed to be, and that's big, especially when your tight end doesn't show up. However, with Daniel Bellinger having his first year behind him, and he had a decent rookie year, I think he can only get better.
And he had that injury in his eye, didn't he, Bellinger?
Yeah, broke his eye. Jacksonville.
Yeah,
has to wear
for him to come back and we got this is from Smalls. He said let Jones walk,
and I agree with you if he wants 45 million, but I don't think that's the case. But
Smalls bring up a good point. He said, why isn't Galladay gone yet? If I'm not mistaken, it's because we have to wait till after June.
Yeah, June 1 we saved 13.5 mil.
Let him go now. Yeah. They only get I think it's 6.3 million back. If they wait till after June 1st, they get 12.5 back.
Right.
So you're better off.
So it's definitely a money thing.
Yeah. I think Shepard's going to come back, but I think it's going to be a 1, maybe 2 year league minimum.
Yeah. I hope he comes back. I mean, just the way he left the field the first time.
I can see them not finding him anyway because, if let's say we grab the number 1 or draft the number, either way, Wan'Dale Robinson's coming back. A lot of people forgot about him.
Right.
So how many receivers are you going to carry? Especially if you want to bring Slayton back and Wan'Dale's going to be there. Hodgins is already there. I mean, how many wide receivers are we going to carry? I mean,
And who are we going to draft this draft season too?
Right.
I definitely think we will be taking a receiver, whether it's in the first or second round. I definitely think at the bottom of that first round, there's going to be.
Let's go. If he's available. See, here's my two things. I'll take one of these two guys again if they're available. If they're not, then obviously they're going to go different directions. Right now, what I'm looking at is it's either going to be Zay Flowers out of Boston, or it's going to be Trenton Simpson, linebacker out of Clemson. Because Simpson, if you've ever watched Clemson and the way he plays, he fits perfectly day one in Wink Martindale's defense. There's no question.
And speaking of Wink and Kifka, they're staying.
They're coming back.
They're staying.
That is huge. Having them two back.
The consensus is that Kafka, appreciated the Giants letting him interview, and he appreciated, going through it. But also the consensus with Wink is that, he went and checked it out, but a lot of people were saying that his heart was in New York. He always wanted to be in New York.
Right. Well, he even said that this is not a stepping stone. This is a destination. Basically.
Well, I agree with that, and it feels good, but as a coach of the Giants, you got to be PC about it. You got to be correct. You know what I mean? You got to come.
Yeah.
It's
you definitely, especially in this league, you definitely do not want to burn any bridges.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what
assuming that it's just a stepping stone to get to that next.
Well, you look at what our beloved Dave Gettleman said. We want Odell Beckham to be here. We signed him to a 5-year, was it $100 million contract?
Yeah, we didn't sign him to trade him.
Right.
We
didn't sign him to trade him, and then what a month later they traded him.
Yeah.
With Kafka coming back though, that back onto Jones, do you really like it? Almost basically for the first time since his rookie year, right? He's had good head coach, good offensive coordinator, and he played good football. Does he really want to switch it up and change it all over again and learn a whole new thing? We've only really seen a intriguing rookie season and one really good season. The other two there was too much moving parts. It was too hard to evaluate. So that's why I'm thinking, who's going to pay him that much money?
Nobody.
I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna pay him that much money, but I do know that the possibilities, right? They're saying that the possibilities of a landing spot for Jones, if he does not sign with the Giants, re-sign with the Giants, will be the Colts, the Falcons, the Ravens, the Titans. And I've been saying this last team. I've been saying this from the jump. The fucking Patriots.
Yeah,
I've been saying that from the jump. If we let them go, if we let them walk, because which I didn't realize there were two tags, right? There's two franchise tags. One is an exclusive where we tag him.
He can't go anywhere.
He can't go anywhere. We got him. Or we tag him. He goes to the market, see what his value is. But if anybody picks him up, we get a 1 and a 2.
No.
Yeah.
We get 2 first-round picks, 2 first-round picks.
I'm sorry, two first-round picks. I'm sorry, 2 first-round picks.
Yes.
And we also
I don't think anybody's going to give that up for that.
No.
Say what?
We also get the opportunity to match what the other team offers. So in other words, we can tag him, let the other teams do the dirty work to find out what his value is, and then just.
He's got to know that the Giants, if there is any other suitor out there, that the Giants are going to pay him. They're just not going to pay him what he thinks he's worth. And again, I think the perfect thing to do if they can't get him is to tag him either way. And the reason I say that is you get a good look at him in his second year with the same guys and see what's going on. And then we can see if he progresses from there. If he wants $45 million, take us to the NFC Championship.
Absolutely. And building off that point too, how many quarterbacks have we seen, right, just in the last 5 years that got their big money and then they didn't perform and now they're on new teams? Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, right? Those were the main two guys that did that.
Yeah.
So that's the hesitancy that's also there, considering we've only seen one really good year.
Right now, Jalen Hurts is going to get a bag thrown at him before the season starts.
Absolutely.
Because when his contract's over at the end of next year, that the price for quarterbacks is going to go from, what's it now, like $40 million for a top tier, $45 million for top tier. Next year it's going to be 55 to 60 million. So the Eagles are going to try and get him signed before that happens.
Well, my only concern is if we were to sign him at, regardless, we're going to spend about $32 million at minimum for Jones for at least a year.
I wouldn't go higher than 38. I would not go.
You know, me personally, 35, but that's just me. But the problem
I
is,
was sneaky on that 35.
I think we have what 40? Is it 46 million?
50 something.
It's 50 something now, right?
And it'll be
54.
It'll be more. Galladay off
Right.
the book.
Well, I was watching something that they're saying that if, let's say, Jones wants this max deal, it's going to hinder re-signing Barkley, because according to some of the analysts out there, there's still that gap. Barkley still wants that, I don't know, $15 to $16 million a year salary.
12.5.
But yeah, I mean, we're not budging from 12.5. So I'm not really excited for this free agency market right now, because of the fact that we've waited so long to get on our, I'm going to say, we're on top of the hill right now. We feel good. We're looking forward to next season. But the way this is playing, I mean, we don't even know how this is playing out. But for me, just the complexity of the whole thing is because I'm hopeful, and I still want to be hopeful. But again, with all these complexities, it's like, should I be reserved? Should I have that wall, up? Should I not get my hopes up when knowing of what the potential is on the field for next year for the Giants?
So a buddy of mine who was also a Giants fan put it clear to me this morning because we were talking. And I said, what are we going to do, dude? I don't think we're going to be able to sign both these guys. And he said something and it resonated. And I went, you know what? You're right. We have to trust Joe Shane and Brian Dable.
We have no choice but to. Yeah.
And I think they're going to do the right thing no matter what they do. And I think it's going to turn out okay. My personal opinion is we're going to get these two guys, whether it's tagging one of them and signing the other, or signing both of them, or whatever it's going to be. I got a feeling they're both going to be here next year, and one of them I think is going to get signed.
And there's a piece of me that's like, well, of course they're going to be there next year, and of course they're going to be there. Why would they be?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? But it's like, you never know.
And unfortunately, no, I shouldn't say unfortunately. Questionably, Daniel Jones is the priority.
Yeah.
Saquon is expensive.
I don't even like the way that sounds.
I don't either, but
that's true. But sadly, that's true.
Yep.
Elliot, what's on your mind, man? Give me your final thoughts before I let you go.
Off the tags, I think the reason why they're very hesitant to give DJ the franchise tag is because it'll just chew up so much of that cap space as a cap hit. Whilst if they can obviously sign a long-term deal, they can spread that across. I haven't heard much on if they want to tag Saquon or not, but I can see why they're not trying to budge off that 12.5, because you can tag him this year, you can tag him again next year, and you're going to get him, cheaper on the tag at 10.1 mil this year. Who knows what it'll be next year, but you can tag him twice, but you wouldn't want to tag DJ twice because the cap hit's just going to be too much instead of being able to spread it across. So you're right, Sneaky. It's a nerve-wracking off-season free agency period. It's one where, coming off a playoff berth and a playoff win, we're like, all right, this team's heading in the right direction, but with these
now we hit a wall.
Question marks. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we hit a wall, and it's like, it's like that ex-girlfriend that you love and you just you want it, she's exciting, but she's gonna slap you. Here's
the thing.
One of those like, I love you, but I don't want to get hit, because we've been getting hit for so many damn years. It's frustrating.
The thing I think it is that hits most, especially with us Giants fans, is the fact that we'd love to re-sign them and pay them, handsomely. I don't doubt that, the organization and Joe Shane and all them guys want to do that. The problem with that is both guys, not one of them, but both of them, we don't know what to expect because they've had such a lackluster, prior to this year. With the exception of Saquon's first year, he's been injury prone up until this year. Daniel Jones hasn't been as good as he's been up to this year. So we don't know what we're getting next year. Yeah, we'd like to believe that everything's progressing. Saquon's back to being Saquon. Daniel Jones is taking major steps forwards. What happens if they sign him and we get 2 Kenny Galladays?
Exactly.
And that's the scary part.
Well, yeah. And also, too, let's be reminded, the year that Cat Williams was on his contract year, he had double-digit sacks, but he also had help, though.
Yeah.
He also had help where, Tomlinson was there, and he was able to have, 12 sacks in his contract year in 2020. We paid him, and he's slowly getting back to the old Cat Williams, as we can remember.
You got to call him
Well, yeah. Because if I say Cat Williams, like, let me check my Palm Pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
Elliot, it's always good to see you, man. I hate to let you go, but you need to go down and be the thunder from down under. Let me hear one time, man.
Absolutely. Let's go, Giants. Ow!
See you, Elliot.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good, man.
Good dude.
Yesterday, my wife said something like shrimp on the Barbie, whatever, and I'm like, they hate that. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say that again.
Yeah, that's an American thing.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Brayden.
Yo.
What's up,
What's up, man? How you doing?
Am I being heard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So I don't know how this works, but it's nice to be here.
It's good to have you again. It's good to have you again. So,
yeah, long time.
First off, 45 mil. What do you say?
Get out of here. What are you talking about? 45 mil. If we don't hire him, he's gonna be jobless. Like, there's no shot. He knows too. He knows.
I wouldn't say jobless.
You don't think the Patriots won't swoop him up?
Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kidding me? He's got such a relationship with everybody on the team. You want to throw all that away? Do you think he's just not the kind of guy that I think would fit into that locker room. Like, we have all the guys hyping him up. Patriots, new guy. I don't know if he's their guy, but
I just, to be honest, I don't, and I've been saying this from the beginning, right? We don't sign him, we release him. He's going to be on the Patriots, and he's going to win 7 Super Bowls. Okay, I've said that. Now, if it's going to happen, well, hopefully not. But my thing is, and I'm going off of what Darrell Revis says. Granted, people wanted to, players wanted to be on the Patriots because Tom Brady was there and they were winning Super Bowls. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Now, Tom Brady's gone. Okay, the quote unquote Patriot way is not working anymore. Okay, they didn't make the playoffs last year. I don't even see them making the playoffs this year. Now, granted, I haven't really focused on their schedule. Okay. Why would Jones want to go, hypothetically, to the Patriots?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he has everything that he can ever want right here in New York. I mean,
I can't name a number one wide receiver. I can't name a number one receiver the Patriots have. I can't think of that defense that we normally know them as. Throughout their Super Bowl winning seasons. Okay?
What would you say is a respectable price tag for him?
35.
I'd say 35. Yeah, right on the button.
Yep.
35.
Yep.
35. I mean, we're not okay. Players are not going to see a Deshaun Watson contract where it's fully guaranteed.
Well,
no player's going to see that.
You know who screwed this all up? Kyler Murray. Because of the contract he got. That's why all this stuff is happening like it is with these quarterbacks.
How much does Dak get paid?
I think he's like at 40 million.
Yeah,
I think he's at 40 million a year.
Yeah, so
they're already talking about Dak basically saying that he'll do whatever he can, as far as taking a pay cut or adjusting his contract so that they can keep guys and bring in some other guys they might need. And I mean, the consensus is, and Young K could probably attest to this, that Zeke is out. Ezekiel Elliott is out.
How old is he?
He's as old as a little older than Barkley. He came in, I think, the season before Barkley, didn't he? I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he came in the year before Barkley, maybe 2 years,
Why do I feel like he's older than that? I thought he was like
because he looks old.
he moves old.
That's
Okay, so I'm looking at Kyler Murray's contract. Okay. His 5-year contract was 230 million. Shit, I can't even 230.5. I
That's a
can't
lot of
even say it
times.
out. That's a lot of money. And then he got a $29 million signing bonus.
Yep.
His
Crazy.
average salary, 46 mil a year. He got
Kyler Murray?
103 million guaranteed.
and that's what I mean by he screwed it up. So he's basically getting, short of Aaron Rodgers money, who deserves what he got, even though they're in turmoil with the Packers and everything, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Kyler Murray basically jacked the price up for all quarterbacks that are, slightly above average at this point, which in my opinion is Daniel Jones. I don't see him as a superstar yet. He's got to put some consistency together for that, but I do see him as above average. And Kyler Murray isn't that.
Where does Daniel Jones stand in comparison to Kyler?
I think Daniel Jones is top 15. Kyler might be around the 20 mark. That's how.
Yeah, because Daniel does have a playoff win and Kyler doesn't.
Right.
I mean, the last playoff game Kyler Murray was in, he was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Horrid. No, but Jones really, I think what you said was correct. He obviously had to be like, yo, I want more than you would ever imagine. And then they're going to laugh it off and they're going to give him more of a respectable price. Then he'll be like, yeah, right.
Yeah, well, they know. It's a negotiating chip. They all do it. All players do it. They high so that the team ends up where they want them to be.
Yeah, he wants to get out of Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, it's always good to have you on, man. Give me one of your final thoughts. What you got in mind?
I got tickets to a Phillies game. It's not because I chose to get the tickets. It's because I'm in a journalism class and they had a field trip for $10 to go inside all the press boxes at the Phillies stadium. So I was like, you know what? I'll just check it out and see what's up.
Have you ever been?
I've been to a baseball game at Yankee Stadium, but not the Phillies.
So I'll tell you this, as much as I hate Philly, their stadiums are absolutely beautiful. Citizens Bank Park is phenomenal. Even the Link is a very nice field. There's not a bad seat in the house. And
you know what I like about that area is that every single stadium is like next to each other.
Yeah,
which I find so fascinating that you can just like walk stadium to stadium.
It gets really. Flyers are playing, or you got the Flyers and Eagles playing. It gets really busy down there.
We just got glitchy there for a sec. What happened there?
Yeah,
that was weird.
I guess I'm a bottom.
Yeah, I know it glitched out of the spot. Well, Braden, I appreciate you coming on, man. Let me hear it one time, buddy.
Yep, let's go Giants. Out.
See you, bro.
Appreciate you.
It's a good conversation we're having here today.
Yeah, really good conversation.
Yeah.
And it's getting a little glitchy, so let's just hope this thing.
Oh, let's see who you bring. See if we can keep it going.
Carson.
Oh, okay, we're good there.
Oh,
I hope.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
45 mil a year.
45. Wait, congratulations on your new coach.
A bunch of new coaches, new defensive coordinator, new quarterbacks coach, new offensive coordinator, new tight ends coach. Hey, I can't even name them all. We saw
right.
Yeah.
Hold on. This so I've been getting this hater for some time now. Dick Johnson, 85. He says I need a cheeseburger. Yeah. Well, Dick Johnson, you need Jesus. I'm gonna pray for you.
Is Ant frozen on your screen? He's like lagging out.
I think so. It's glitchy right now for some reason.
It is.
It is glitchy right now.
But to be honest, if Daniel Jones gets 45 a year,
What happened?
I think
I
that's
have no
gonna.
idea.
I think that's gonna. What is going on?
I had something pop up on my screen that says, unfortunately, from time to time, these kinds of glitches happen. I don't know if that was on my end, your end. I have no clue. But it happened to all of us, so it might have been StreamYard thing.
Yeah. But if
Yeah,
Daniel,
and I'm trying to find your old, and that's not even up anymore.
Mm.
I can't even find. So we're gonna have that crap on the show all day
Wait, what?
or all night.
What are you saying? Everything looks good on my end.
I'm saying, yeah. Well, no, I actually see there's like 4 squares.
yeah, there's 4 squares on mine.
Oh, I see 3, but I don't see any of the comments.
Oh, you don't?
No, not a single one.
Oh, here we go. Hold on a sec. So I was in the backstage, got booted, and now it just says studio full. Well, the studio probably is a little. Yeah. I hope it doesn't take that slot from. Oh well, the show must go on. Gotta love live shows. Gotta love live shows.
But anyways.
So yeah. So what's going on in your world, Carlson? How's Grandma doing?
She got released from the nursing home today, and she's back home.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. She's doing a whole lot better. So thank you for your prayers.
We'll keep them coming.
There you go.
But going what I was saying before all that glitch and stuff happened. If Daniel Jones gets 45 million a year, that's really going to shake up the quarterback market.
Yeah, he's not getting 20. There's no way.
Because if I don't think he is either. But if he gets 45 a year, do you know how much Lamar's going to ask for?
Oh my God!
Oh, I can imagine.
Could be minimum 60.
Exactly.
So here we go. Giants Chronicle podcast. That black spinning thing is annoying. How do you think I feel? I have to look at that thing the whole time.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, it's right there.
I got you guys
right there.
Got you guys clear as day. I got you
right.
up. I got Carson up in the right, and I'm the bottom bitch again. But I'm not getting any of the like I can go into the chat and see comments, but I don't see our normal comments like we do on the screen.
And you know what sucks? You know it's gonna be on YouTube and everything too.
It is.
So are you feeling a little hopeful this year for your Panthers?
When this was my hope at the beginning of this year.
Floor level.
And now it's like right here.
Well, that's good. At least you have some kind of coach with Super Bowl experience, because Frank Wright was on the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl.
NFL experience, period. Matt Rule had no NFL experience.
No.
No.
And can you imagine? I mean, just think about it. Matt Rule got fired 1 year after Judge did. And Matt Rule is supposed to be our savior.
Aren't you glad he's back in college now? I know.
That's right. He is back in college.
Yeah, coaching Nebraska. Hope to get 12 next season.
And you know what? I bet you he's happy about that too.
He got a bag.
Yeah. Well, because he's turning around that program. You know.
I saw something earlier today when the whole Daniel Jones $45 million thing came up. And at first I laughed at it. And I sat there and went, maybe somebody said re-sign Cooper Rush. And I'm like, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. The guy can play, clearly.
Okay, Tank just says, why am I just looking at the
We're
box
all wondering
spinning?
that.
We're all looking at this box just spinning.
Except me.
Well, yeah, except Ant.
But this time
Carson,
of year,
what are your final thoughts, man?
This time of year is amazing. Right after the Super Bowl ended and all the way up till draft day, I love it because nobody knows what's going to happen.
Right.
And the bad thing about it is the Panthers we're in cap debt right now. We're 10 million cap debt. And the thing is, Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson, two players that are not on the team, are taking up most of our dead cap.
Yep.
So we got to restructure
yeah,
something.
Corey, you can. Corey, I'm gonna I'm gonna make you a mod. You sure can. There you go, Corey. You are a moderator. I deem you moderator. There you go. He's doing that because I had the one guy talk about I need a cheeseburger. I mean, I'll take a cheeseburger as long as it's bunless, because I'm
I'm
not
also
too many carbs.
I'm also seeing in the back chat, Raider Gift is there.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and he keeps asking to come on.
Oh Lord.
Well,
I mean, in my opinion, give him his 10th of a second so we can boot him off and have a reason.
well, he just said, "I promise no troll."
Oh,
That's
they
what he
all
said.
promise.
Well, I mean, we'll just see if he's a man of his word.
Mm.
Carson, let me hear one time, man.
My final thought: draft
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, Panthers.
Probably new coach,
Yeah,
new world. But wait, what pick are you guys?
we're at 8 right now, but no, we're at
Oh.
9 right now.
You
But
probably won't fall. You have to draft. You have to get higher.
Well, I'll tell you this, Carson. If Daniel Jones does get tagged and a team says, okay, we'll give up 2 first-round picks, don't be surprised if the Giants use both of those picks to move up and grab CJ Stroud.
to be honest, I'm not opposed to staying at 9 and taking Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. That's the dude from
Oh,
Tennessee is the other dude.
Florida.
hold on a sec.
is-
Tank, I
is-
still owe you a damn hat. Damn it.
Oh,
All right.
You know what? I read something on one of the Giants' legit outlets that said that the scouts of the Giants and the organization in general have been taking a long look at Tennessee's quarterback.
I
Yeah,
saw that.
Panthers have too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which, I mean, isn't he like 26 years old?
Yeah. I mean, he's a little seasoned.
I'm not a fan.
But that was the one that was hurt. He didn't finish the year, right?
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his backup that played in the Citrus Bowl,
Yeah.
that boy got a gun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But Carson, let me hear one time, man.
Let's go Giants. Oh,
I appreciate you, brother. Be good. All right, I'm trying to see if I can make some room here.
You still seeing the box?
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it at all.
Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, if you put it, no, I didn't.
Yeah, still not seeing it.
All right, Raider Gift, what's up, man?
What's up?
You tell me. You wanted to come on.
How are you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. How are you doing?
I've been doing good.
Okay. Still rocking with the Raiders, I see.
Yeah.
All right. And you got any questions?
Nah, not really.
So what you want to come on and say?
I want to talk Raiders ball.
All right, go ahead. Mike is yours.
I wanted Derek Carr to waive his trade clause.
What would you now and who would you have gotten rid of Derek Carr?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's a smart move for the Raiders. And I honestly, everybody's saying, oh, Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. I don't see it. I think Derek Carr is going to be a Jet when this is all done.
Where would you what do you think Carr's going to go? I mean, or do you even care where he goes now?
It's either Carolina or New York.
Oh, the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that, but I just don't see him doing well in the Jets market.
I could see Aaron Rodgers going to the Raiders if I'm being 100%.
Yeah.
He'd be teaming up again with Devontae Adams, and he'd be in a dome. Wouldn't have to play in the cold all the time. You know what I mean? So
it would be different.
Yeah, that could be good for him.
I would like that, but I wouldn't want to give up the top 10 pick though.
That's true.
Oh shoot, my bad. That was me. My bad. Do you think Okay, someone said Lamar Adams. He's saying that he's going to the Jets. He can see him go to the Jets. Do you like your new coach?
He deserves a second try, honestly.
Yeah, I think this was his first year, right?
Yeah.
His first full year.
I see Raiders fans all over Twitter want him fired, but it's like Carr can't make the throws that he used to, and like he's been holding the offense back this year.
And you know the thing about Josh McDaniels, homeboy has 6 Super Bowl rings. That's a lot of knowledge. That's a lot of situational football, football awareness that the wealth of experience that man has to, want him to be fired. Who are you going to replace him with?
Yeah.
That's the big question.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think he's on the hot seat this season, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Sadly. But Raider, give me your final thought, man.
I think the Raiders' next quarterback, it was supposed to be Tom Brady. That was a lock before he retired, actually.
Right. So you think they're going to get somebody from the draft or someone like Aaron Rodgers?
It's either Aaron Rodgers or CJ Stroud, because it was this one video where it said that someone asked a question where it was like, CJ Stroud, who would you like to throw to in the NFL? And then he said, like Chad Ochocinco's favorite route runner, and guess who's that?
Devon Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on
Yep.
a sec. Well, it's been cool speaking with you, Raider Gift. When you come on the show, let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man. The intelligent conversation continues.
So Lamar Adams said Big Blue Ant 72 requested me. Are you seeing that in the comments?
Oh, yeah. Lamar's a good dude. He does a lot of, if you go to the Facebook page, New York Football Giants fans, I believe I even got him on the Giants family. Throughout the off season and even during the end of the season, he puts up his draft picks, and he's good about it, man. He knows what he's talking about for sure.
This is one of his comments.
Yeah.
About the first round pick 25 from Florida.
He's a guard, a big guard too.
Whoa. So we're okay. So I see the second round Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Third round linebacker, center. And there was a round 4 cornerback. I'm just looking at the positions real quick. Running back.
Yeah. There's Rush.
Another at round 6. We got a wide receiver from Princeton. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're gonna pick a player from Princeton, you did some due diligence.
Yeah, he definitely does, and he knows a lot about football. He's played football. He's really knowledgeable, and like he said, I recommend him to be on anybody's show, to come in and talk to. I mean, he'll definitely keep an intelligent football conversation going.
Okay, that's shoot. Yeah, it is something else over here. Hold on a second. Let me see this real quick. All right, there we go. And that thing is still spinning.
Is it really?
God, it's still spinning.
I would give StreamYard a call or shoot them an email and say, yo, this is the second time in a row we're having issues. What's going on? Because if anything, I deserve some kind of rebate because of the fact that you're ruining my show.
Yeah, this is a weird.
I mean,
let's Mike.
Oh God.
Sneaky, what's up, man? How you doing?
You ready for
What are you
next?
looking at? What are you looking at?
Oh man,
I'm not
Mike.
sure what you're looking at, Sneaky.
Where's your camera? You got your camera on, Mike.
Oh yeah, I got your shirt on.
We
Yeah,
can't see it.
show off my shirt. Show
I
off my
should
shirt.
show my camera right now. Let me get the light on here.
Let me see the shirt. Let me see the shirt, Mike.
I got that one. It's a nice shirt.
Make it count.
Yo, I gotta say, these shirts are outstanding. Number one,
Right?
they're soft.
Yeah.
They're pliable, and they do not shrink.
So, are you telling me that they fit you comfy? Like you're dressed comfy? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
.com.
For the latest and greatest SneakyG merch. I can't even say it right. Mike, the only reason why I'm laughing. Okay. There's sayings, right? They're like either you're laughing with me or you're laughing at me.
We're laughing
You
at
laughing at me?
I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm laughing at you, Mike. I'm gonna tell you why I'm so when y'all lost, okay. You weren't the first person to cross my mind. I'm just gonna be honest, right?
I know you texted me right. You texted me after we lost. You're like, you better come on.
I'm like, you better come on my show. And you're lucky. I forgot it was Valentine's Day, which I didn't have a show. But you were not the first person that was on my mind. Nick Sirianni was the first person on my mind. When he did that little head bobbing and what, I'm like, oh, this mother. Okay. I'm gonna put out a link and then you'll be able to jump on. Whoops. This thing, I swear, has his mind of his own.
That's funny, Nick Sirianni.
Now,
I gotta ask you, Mike. Mike, I gotta ask you, and I'm not trolling. It's a serious, legit question as a football fan, not a Giants fan, a football fan. What are the Eagles going to do? Because more than half of that defensive squad is gone. They're not going to be able to pay these guys.
Here's the thing. I feel like we have a lot of guys on defense we got to pay. There's a few you got to pay. You got to pay Gardner. You got to pay CJ Gardner Johnson. He had a monster year, and he was only on a 1-year contract. You got Cox and Graham, I believe, both on a contract. I don't think you're going to be able to bring them both back. So, that's going to be tough.
Brandon Graham, the smart thing is Brandon Graham, because Cox is on his way out regardless.
Yeah, I think he should just retire. I don't think he wants to play anywhere else. I'm not sure how old he is or whatever, but, I know we've had him since, 2012, so he has to be up there. Who else? We got TJ Edwards, so I think you got to pay him. He had an awesome year. Quinn, Sue, and Joseph. You could keep 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 of them.
Okay, I got to interrupt. I'm sorry. I got to interrupt because, Mike, the week of, right? The week of, you was like, you had your chest out. You said over and over again, we're going to be Super Bowl champs because
I did. I believed it too.
Ain't nobody
should have.
You was talking so much.
Sneaky. That's so old. It's not even that's so old.
Yeah, you know what? He's right.
Is it old?
That's irrelevant because that's what happens when they win and they didn't win.
Oh my God, that's right. Oh my God, it don't even make no sense now. You can't even.
That was funny years ago. That's 3 years,
Yeah.
5 years old.
But it's still, Mike. But it's still irrelevant.
You need to find a new.
Still irrelevant. I don't need to find nothing.
Gotta find a new.
You know what I need to do? I need to add a picture of the Eagles Super Bowl ring right here to emphasize. That's when he did. And every time I see this picture, I get a little pissed off myself. And Mike, I'm gonna tell you why I get mad. Because of the fact that his friends was cheering him on.
They were all drunk.
Cheering him on to cock over, put dog shit in his mouth and chew it.
Horse.
Oh, horse. I said horse. Yeah. I said dog shit.
Yeah, I
But
think what we
doesn't
need
help.
to do is we need to figure out how to edit that photo and make his head bob like Sirianni.
Right. Oh, and and I'm gonna tell you, I got so much crap from Eagle fans. Not all, just some. And like, oh well, we still won. You know what? Cool. I'm glad y'all won. Y'all beat us 3 times in a row. I'm glad you guys made it to the NFC Championship game. I'm glad you guys made it to the Super Bowl. But you know what? When he played against us, and it's okay. It's okay to be, because every year I'm just curious who the team is going to be next year. You know how they say it's all scripted, whatever. Whoever makes that magical run next year, like this year's Eagles was like last year's Bengals, right? Nobody saw it coming.
Right.
Some can even say the Rams, because the Rams won it all.
We'll be back.
But I mean, where was I going with this? I don't even know where I was going with this. I mean, the fact that you guys are on that ride and you guys are feeling yourself, I get it. But when he did that little head bob, I'm like, oh. See, the thing about the NFL, it means not for long. Okay. Meaning next year could be our run. We could be on a magical run next year.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing. Like if I saw Dable do something similar, I'm like, we might not. Let's be humble now.
It's cringy.
Yeah. Let's no, don't do that. Don't do that.
My favorite part of the whole Super Bowl thing and what the Eagles losing is, and there's 2 parts to this, but I'm going to say the main part is, if you think about it, 2 Giants cost the Eagles the Super Bowl.
Right. You got Tony and Bradbury.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Tony had a so I bumped into this cat, or I think it was actually, hold on a sec. I think it was this dude right here.
Let's
real cool dad. I think it was he was talking about Tony.
The second Tony returned that punt, I texted Sneaky, thank you so much for this trade.
You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome, because you know what? Up until that point, I hated Kadarius Toney, and I'm still glad we got rid of him, because he's still hurt for you guys all the time. He just happened to make a big play in a big spot. But yeah, you can have him. Congratulations. You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Because it wasn't until that point where I was like, okay, we might be able to win this game. I was pretty nervous.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that play, to be honest. Say what?
They wanted the Chiefs to win, which is really sad.
Who's they?
Who's they?
I mean, I don't know. Like
me?
I mean, you don't know who they is. You're talking about people you don't know?
If you say the refs, dude, Sneaky, kick him out.
Stop it.
Says the refs, kick him out.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like
if you say this whole thing is scripted, I'm gonna ask you to say the outro.
Yeah.
I mean, if Jalen wouldn't have fumbled, you guys would have won.
Honestly, sometimes
I feel like if he wouldn't have had that long punt return, you would have won.
All right.
If the defensive scheme where your safety switched on motions, you would have won.
I get what Mike's doing. What Mike's doing is, and I probably would do it myself, not as blatant as Mike's doing it, but I would probably do it myself. He's trying to make it make sense. Because if he can make it make sense, it makes him and all the other Eagles fans feel a little bit better about it.
All right.
There were some bad calls.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and bring Broad in. Let me bring Broad in.
There were some bad calls, because I think that was a fumble that we returned for a touchdown and it got called back. So I agree with you. There were bad calls.
That was a fumble. Look, that was a legit fumble. The guy caught the ball, 2 feet on the ground, turned, which could be conceived as a football move, and then he gets tackled. He gets rocked, drops the ball, and then it's returned as a touchdown. They call it an incomplete pass. What?
Oh, you know what? I know a play you're talking about, and my opinion on that, and again, as much as I hate the Eagles, I'm a football fan first. My opinion is I think the refs called it right because it was too close to change it. It really was.
But he had 2 feet on the ground.
Yeah, but
you could say the same thing about that Devontae Smith catch, because that was a catch.
Well, the thing about it is 2 feet on the ground does not say that it's a football move. A football move, you have to be moving with those 2 feet. They were still. It was like he caught it and was going to go down or whatever. He had to make a football
He
move.
was. So the way that I saw it is that he was like a half step away from it being a full football move because he was still spinning around somewhat when contact was made.
If you, I should have had the clip. I should have had this clip. But let me go on to Carson's comment. He says you have to make a football move forward. He never gained a yard.
That's
Exactly.
I think
I don't understand the difference between that and then catching the ball with 2 feet in and then going out of bounds. Falling out of bounds isn't a football move. That's just part of the momentum of you moving. Like, why is the boundary line make a difference between
what's up, Birdman?
I mean, Birdman does have a point.
Birdman says, Sneaky, please get over this Sirianni thing. I'm over it. I'll be honest, I'm over it.
But you know what?
No, I am. I mean, I had my piece.
Did you
I had
guys
my
see-
piece. I had my.
Did you guys see when?
Hold on, real quick. No, I'm over it. I had my moment in the sun. I had my receipts, and I returned the order. Okay, and but this is the first show back since then. You want to bob your head, feel yourself.
Hey,
that's fine.
Birdman came this close to sending me that belt because he offered it. He offered that belt up as a bet, but I don't have a Chiefs belt, and I wasn't gonna.
Well, let's have a conversation after the show.
Yeah,
but
I mean, also, I'm getting a chain from Mondo because I made a bet with him back in July.
I would have bet my chain. But did you see the one where Jalen Hurts had to check Sirianni and grab his arm and pull it down when Sirianni was waving him back?
Yeah.
See, so if your quarterback has to check the coach, come on now.
But so let me get my 2 cents in. Real cool dad saw my TikTok video. As I said, did I agree with the Bradbury holding call? No, of course not. Am I going to say that's the reason why we lost the game? Absolutely not. Chiefs outplayed us in that second half. It was evident.
I think it was the right call at a horrible time.
Hold on a sec. Dable mocking us with rock.
I agree with what you said. It was just called at a horrible time because when you look back at some of the notable playoff games, 8 times out of 10 that call is not going to be made.
Yeah. I agree with you, but again, my feeling is with I'm sure you know it, Broad, but a lot of people didn't know how poorly of an officiating team that was. They're not good.
No.
I think,
but I just thought it was funny that they grew that field for 2 years, and it was one of the. And Jason Kelsey said it on his New Heights podcast.
Oh, the field
that was
sucked.
one of the worst fields he has ever played on in his entire career.
Yeah.
Did you hear the conspiracy about that?
No.
Well, I heard the main culprit is Rihanna's halftime show, just like how Beyonce's halftime show was the culprit.
One of the guys who was in charge of the turf for the NFL used to be in charge of Arrowhead's turf. They were in charge of the Arrowhead field. So they're like, oh, well, he did it because supposedly a bunch of Eagles players changed their cleats, but no one on the Chiefs changed out of their cleats.
Which, Jalen Hurts, he went into 3 different pairs of cleats. But also another thing, because funny that you mentioned that. So the barbershop I go to, one of their clients used to he makes grass. He makes that type of grass. That is the same grass that the Linky uses. So it was just funny as hell to see everybody slipping all around that field.
So Lamar says the Philadelphia Eagles was like the Atlanta Falcons. You was up by too many points, and they came back and beat them.
I would say it's more like the 49ers.
I wouldn't say the Falcons, Patriots.
I would say the 49ers in 54. I mean, was it as tight a game, or I should say, was it that late in the game when we blew it? No, but I would say it's more similar to the 49ers.
My thing is, again, as a non-fan of either team, I thought it was a good game. Either way.
It was a really good game.
I thought it was a great game.
Said it's one of the best Super Bowls of all time to be tarnished by that call.
I think Jalen played an amazing game.
You could argue he outplayed Mahomes.
He did.
Oh, absolutely, you can.
Well, wait.
He would have won MVP if they
We
had won.
can. I would agree with that, but that one fumble that cost a touchdown, that was a turning point in the game. That was a big turning point.
Yeah.
And just because of that, I wouldn't say Jalen outplayed Mahomes. Now, granted, yes, without the turnover, yes, that's easy. But to have a major impact, a negative impact, that was a momentum
That was
shifter.
really his only mistake in the entire
And for
game.
Jalen, he ran in 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for him to have to do that to win says a lot about the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But I mean, he still threw for 300 yards. He went 27 of 38, 304, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions.
I don't understand what happened with that Devontae Smith call.
That was the catch. That was the.
I think
I was actually in a hotel in Center City because I decided to grab a hotel because if the Eagles won, I was fucking rushing out to City Hall.
Yeah.
I was literally in the lobby bar, and all of us are free. It was funny as shit. It was me, a bunch of other Eagles fans, and then like 15 Philadelphia police officers just sitting there watching the game in full riot gear.
Yeah.
So Art totally. I'm sorry, Art totally.
That was a catch.
Yeah.
I honestly don't even remember that play.
It was in that 2-minute drive, or it was in the 2-minute drill in the first half when we got the field goal.
Yeah, that's the one where he went out of bounds at like the 2-yard line.
No, that was the one that set up Jalen Hurts' game-tying touchdown.
Yeah, that was
the one before that.
I was
a catch.
iffy on.
It was like 5 yards from the
on
end.
Dallas Goddard catch. I was iffy on
that would
Dallas
have gotten
Goddard
us to
catch.
like the 25 of Kansas City.
So real quick, guys. Art disagrees with me, which is fine. He said Hurts still outplayed him, Mahomes. The fumble, while impactful, was incidental. For me,
if
it's
not
about
for
the
that fumble, they would have won.
Right. And for me,
So
it's
it definitely wasn't incidental.
My thing that Pat Mahomes played better that game is because Pat Mahomes was the difference.
He was exactly, and that's what we talked about the week before the show before the Super Bowl. It's his improvisation that Philly had to be prepared for, and there's no way to prepare for his type of improvisation.
Right.
The Philadelphia
this is the one thing that I did say, because I made a video talking about notable performances in the Super Bowl and a losing effort. Jalen Hurts in the first half broke Steve McNair's rushing record. He tied Terrell Davis's touchdown rushing record. He also became the first player in any game in NFL history to throw for 300 yards, rush for 70, and rush for 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
And the crowd goes silent.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I saw that video and I agree.
But I mean, past is the
Broad.
past. There's nothing we can do now.
You would know this. Didn't we break the sack record too? The defense, like, didn't they
No.
break the 85?
No,
minutes?
we did not.
No,
You never did. Yeah.
We were 4 short.
Yeah, that was the playoff record, right? They were going for.
No, that was total record, including regular season and playoffs. We were, I think, like 1 or 2, maybe 3 short of regular season record, but overall for the entire season, it was just a 1.
Okay.
But we did break a record from like 1924 of the most rushing touchdowns, including regular season and playoffs all time.
Right. Definitely accomplishments.
I'll tell you what. I got to give props to what is it? Gordon, Melvin Gordon, who's on the Chiefs this year.
I forgot that he was on the Chiefs. I was
He
like,
straight
really?
up.
Okay.
He straight up admitted that they carried him. He's like, what? So what?
Said I got a ring for doing nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was shady. He won back-to-back Super Bowls, didn't play a single snap in either one of them.
It's funny. He started as a Charger. We got him from the Broncos, and then he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. He should have went to the Raiders first for about a day, and then.
Well, you know what's funny is the Raiders hired. I I don't remember the name of the coach that used to be a Raiders coach for 2 weeks to help them plan a defense on the Chiefs before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of people were mad because I didn't know this. I guess Vic Fangio was helping out the Eagles throughout this playoff run. I had no freaking idea.
Yeah.
I will say Philly, they had more time of possession than the Chiefs did. And which is surprising to me because typically when the team that has more time of possession, 9 times out of 10, they are the winner.
I mean, the main thing that killed the Eagles was they couldn't stop Pacheco on the ground. And when they were finally getting pressure on Mahomes, the coverage just broke down and fucking Juju.
Oh, shoot, Justin, I see you. I see you.
Juju. And then Mahomes ran on 1 foot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The second he got hit before halftime and went down, my heart sunk. I was like, that's it.
No,
We're done.
because I was the same way with you. I saw that. I was like, oh shit.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do got to move on. I do have some other people I want to bring on here. Hey, Bob, hit me up tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
Hit me up tomorrow. We'll talk about anytime. Just give me a call.
Peace.
And if I miss your call, I'll give you a call back. But,
Okay.
Mike, give me your final thoughts and let me hear it one time. What you got?
$45 million for Daniel Jones.
That's the rumor.
That man is not worth $45 million.
No, he's not, and you're 100% right there.
I'm sorry.
He's barely worth.
I know a lot of people.
Oh, come on.
I mean, $45 million. Yeah, that's probably what we're paying Hurts.
It is so glitchy right now.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
You still got the box?
I still got the damn box too.
Yeah.
Hurts is probably getting about $45 million. Or more.
All right, Sneak. I'm out, buddy.
All right, man. Let me hear one time, real cool, Dad.
Let's go, Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you.
I got you, man.
I appreciate you.
I mean, I don't know. Hurts is probably getting $45 million. I can see Daniel Jones getting 25, 30.
No, Daniel Jones is going to get minimum 35.
He's going to get about 35, yeah.
Why don't you guys just franchise tag?
What the
That's the idea. I think that's what's going to end up happening if they can't come to an agreement. Because
oh my God.
Oh wow. Not all 4 of us were frozen.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Am I frozen?
No.
I know we're like the only, it's like one of those time warps.
Well,
and we're
there
the
was
only
like a situation with like me and Ant a few weeks ago where you just completely zoned out and you got kicked out like 4 times, and me and him
yeah, I don't know what is going on. I don't even know what is going on right now.
Yeah,
like, and I'm looking in the backstage. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm looking in the backstage. There's like 2 profiles of you, right?
Really?
And then there's one profile of Brandon. I see Philly.
Interesting.
There's a couple. Okay, there are Ant's back.
Okay.
Okay, hold on a sec. See, and now there's like, oh my goodness.
Now I see they're just a black spinning circle.
They are just black spinning circles.
Which please don't take that out of context to anyone who just heard that.
They can't. Nobody can't. No. I'll tell you what, Broad. Let me hear it one time, and I'm going to bring Mike in so he can do that.
All right.
So
final thought, real quick. It's going to be interesting to see what we do with the defense with all those contracts. And 10th overall, please draft Joey Porter Jr. from Penn State. But let's go Giants.
Ow! I appreciate you. Be good. All right. Man, this thing is like crazy jacked up right now.
What the hell?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on. Let me bring in Justin real quick. Oh, hold on. That's the wrong one. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me see if I can try and do. Hold on. Hang in there, guys. I'm trying to. Okay, there we go with that one. Nope. Don't want to put that one back in there. Hold on. I'm trying to, because You're frozen. Okay, there we go. And now, Justin, what's up, man?
What's going on, Sneaky?
Not much, bro. Thank you so much for being patient, man.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem.
Talk about technical difficulties, but you know what? You gotta love the live show. This your first time on the show?
First time on the show, but we met up and Pudge's TikTok live a couple
Oh
weeks
yeah,
back.
that's right.
Yeah.
But you weren't live. You had like
No, I didn't have my camera rolling because my kid was in the background and stuff like that.
Yeah, welcome. Ant, this is another Giants fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Giants fan, Philly fan. Hold on.
Wait, you a Philly fan?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I need to hold on. No.
Okay, you gotta cut him. Get him out.
Nope, never mind. No, I'm tripping. That's right, because there was another Giants fan that was in there. Wait, but you're not Gino. No, Gino was the Giants fan.
Gino was the Giants
That's
fan.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
How you fellas doing tonight?
Good.
Man, doing good. Doing
Nice
real
beat.
good.
That's good.
Got a couple more minutes on this show.
No problem. Glad I was able to get in.
Had I known, I thought you were a Giants fan. I would have brought you in with all the other the Eagle fans on there when they were talking about.
It's all good.
Their little hold on. See, Ant, there's like 3 of you now.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I couldn't. Yeah, that's what you think.
Easy.
All right, let me bring Danny in real quick.
Yo, what up?
What's up, Danny?
What up?
Real quick, just so we were talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the night before, I told everybody over and over again that I'm a Chiefs fan for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't shy away from it. Give me some of your takes on the Super Bowl and how you feel it went. And
first half, couldn't complain. Did our thing, came out. The football, the fumble was unfortunate, and of course, they scored a touchdown behind it. Inside of me, I didn't really publicly say this on my TikTok and stuff, but inside me, I think the fumble had a lot to do with the condition of the field because they were right there in the middle of the paint. If I don't know if you guys remember, they was right there in the middle of that NFL logo, and I think the commentators were they had just got done talking about how it was slippery and slick right there in the paint like that. And then he just ends up and fumbles the ball right then and there. I was like, oh, you kind of jinxed.
Oh, no, wait. Look, this is the first time, Justin, that you've been on my show. I need to clear something up. Okay?
Yeah, what's up?
What?
I don't know what the hell these two are smoking. I got still Sneaky side piece. And then I got Sneaky's second side piece. I ain't got no side piece.
Where did you get that
This is
at?
the first time we met. And then I gotta deal with this. Why you two do me like this? You don't know me.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
I have no clue, sir.
You must be still glitching, man. That's what I think.
But
Yeah,
the second half, like I said before, Eagles defense just got picked apart, honestly. Came out there, I think they just got really complacent, with the 10-point lead and Patrick Mahomes, showed them why not to get complacent on them. So there's no excuse. There's no no debate really. You just got picked apart, honestly. Give credit where credit is due. With the holding call, was it a holding? Yes. Clear as day, but my opinion, it did change the dynamic of the outcome of the game. And I think not only Chief fans and Eagle fans, but football fans across, the nation, the world got kind of robbed, from the complete ending of that game to see how it really was going to play out. It's like me when I'm a NASCAR fan. I just watched the Daytona 500. With their rules, it's almost the same thing. You get robbed of that ending, with all these overtime rules and stuff like that. But
Well,
Like
you
I
know,
said,
okay. Let's pause. Let's pause real quick.
yeah,
Would you rather have a now? Of course, if you're on the winning end,
yeah,
you're going to say yes. But would you rather have a blowout like the national championship game?
okay.
Okay, Georgia TCU. That game was over in the
Oh yeah,
first quarter.
oh yeah.
Okay, would you rather have that, or would you rather have it end with a call like this? Now, and I'll for this scenario, I'll put it in your favor. Let's say you guys were to win the game, but the ref made a decision
Yeah.
late in the game, or would you want to have a Georgia TCU type blowout?
So
If you had to pick
first and
one,
foremost, I'm gonna take it back out of my favor, right? Honestly, even though we lost, I would rather watch a Super Bowl 57 game all day long than watch a blowout.
yeah, facts. Okay,
I
okay,
would rather watch that
I
Super Bowl
disagree.
all day long on rerun,
See, I
24/7, than watch somebody getting their behinds blown up, because it's not fun, and it's only fun for one side. See, that game, the Super Bowl,
right,
wasn't fun. It was fun for both sides
yeah.
yeah,
up
yeah,
until
yeah.
that
Right.
call. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
So
if your team is on the winning end of that blowout, no, I'm
yeah.
enjoying every minute of it.
No, that's
Well,
facts.
true, but
My chest is pumped out an extra half an inch.
Because and I say that right when the Giants played Minnesota in the 2000 NFC Championship game, and we destroyed them 41-0. I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it.
yeah.
I mean, by the third quarter, I'm on Fanatics ordering my NFC Championship hats.
Right.
I give you a
be
Super
real.
Bowl actually that was like a turnoff. Even though yes, I was a Peyton Manning fan. I love Peyton. That Denver and Seahawks game, that Super Bowl, I
Yeah,
didn't enjoy it not one
yeah,
bit. I didn't enjoy it because it was a blowout. It was, and it started like that Georgia and TCU game. It was a blowout in the first quarter.
yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I'd rather watch a Super Bowl 57 game all day long than a blowout, winning or losing. It doesn't matter. It really displays the true talent of players. And it's 60 minutes of just straight, just adrenaline going. It's just like you don't know you don't know what to expect, for the very next play. See, a blowout, you already have somewhat of an interpretation how this is going to play out. But in a game like the Super Bowl, like I said, I watched that over and over again.
And it's funny because it is the tale of two different halves, right? I mean, you guys came off, it was what, 24-14 at halftime.
Yeah.
But in the second half, you only scored 11 points.
They only scored 11. Yep.
That's it. And
Complacency.
that eight came late in the fourth quarter too. It didn't come early.
No, it didn't.
And then you had KC coming up with 24 points.
Correct.
In the second half. And of course, the field goal to win it at the end. Which in a sense it was a chip shot. I mean, it wasn't like a 45-yarder, okay? But at the same time, what non-adjustments did they? Okay, let me answer this for you, because I was going to ask you this question, right? The adjustments I saw that KC used was when they started doing that stop motion, right? Where no one's seen that before, okay? Where he would act like he was coming across the field, stop and reverse out.
Yeah, exactly.
For the first touchdown. And you guys never rebounded from that.
No, there was no adjustment, and I think a lot of Philly fans were glad when he left. He got hired by some other team because, like you said, there was no adjustment on the defensive side in the second half. From that first touchdown. I know Philly's not a blitzing team, especially this year because of the front that we had. Hassan Reddick and stuff like that. But honestly, I probably would, enjoyed to see some blitz plays come into play, especially after that first touchdown that KC did to
I don't.
readjust.
Yeah, but see, with the type of offense that Casey has, it's hard to blitz them.
Yeah,
because
that is
they
true.
kill you with that. They
Yeah.
kill you with the blitz. With Kelsey out there, just him and Mahomes, they're on a different level. I believe that they're on a higher level than Gronk and Brady were. Although they, Gronk and Brady do have the Super Bowls to match.
It's getting there though. It's getting there.
I mean,
and please don't take it away from Jalen Hurts and what's this guy's name? Goddard.
Goddard.
Man,
that guy's a beast. Goddard's a beast.
That guy showed up. He showed up. He was asleep all season long. Really didn't have much attention besides that one catch in the Giants and Philly game. But he really showed up to play during the Super Bowl. And I got to give it to him. But like I said, I mean, KC, they did what they did. Eddie Reed does what he does best. He goes, he readjusts. He came back out in the second half, and they did what they did. So
and I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but the owners are going to meet, and they're going to. There's a possibility that they're going to vote in a new rule banning people pushing the quarterback.
I saw that
for the first down,
and they're calling it the Jalen Hurts rule.
Yeah, that is.
And who started that? Sean Payton.
Yep.
I believe Sean Payton is starting that because
you're right.
He doesn't know. He doesn't like how well executed Philly can do it. Like, I mean, you hear it from the commentators all, during the playoffs and majority of the season. Like, like every time we ran that play, they're like, "This is how you do it. This is spot on how you do it." And I guess that just got under Sean Payton. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he's. I don't know why.
I still don't think he's going to be a good coach in Denver.
No, I don't think. I think he's done. I honestly, as a coach, I think he's done.
I mean,
don't know.
We'll see.
The consensus is that Rex Ryan could end up being his defensive coordinator, and
they interviewed him.
Defense is a stud.
Yeah.
Denver already has a good defense. They just need a good coach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not to switch gears here because I did want to talk about the Daniel Jones tweet, man.
That's it.
Bring it on. Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
What is this guy thinking?
It's rumored. It's rumored.
I think that's his agent. That's his agent talking. That's not him.
Danny, that's right. This is your first time on the show right now.
Welcome, Danny.
What's up?
The talks with that number, or is
go
ahead,
negotiation thing?
I think that's his agent talking. Like I said, he switched agents, and I think that's his agent putting out the numbers like that. So you get a big piece of the pie.
It's a bargaining.
I'm looking at it. I was looking at it as well, not only for the Giants, but for other quarterbacks coming up on their times to be re-signed and stuff like that, and contracts renegotiate. If the Giants sign, I'm telling you, if the Giants sign him for $45 million, it's going to screw Philly up when it comes to Jalen Hurts.
He's not. There's no way.
But I'm just saying, if it does happen, because like anything can happen.
And Justin, let me tell you why it's not going to happen. If we sign him for $45 million, then Barkley's done.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
We can't afford Barkley.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We can't even put Barkley on. We can't even tag him.
You can't even tag him. Yeah.
We can't even tag him. So it's a situation where it's like one of those things. You remember when Brady would take like a hometown discount, $25 million?
Yeah. Oh, that's not going to be Barkley.
It's no. Well, I was going to talk about Jones, right?
Oh, Jones. I'm sorry. Okay.
Why don't? And I'm not going to tell Jones to take because that's going to be wrong of me to say that. But if you want to look towards the future, if you want to build a franchise or say a dynasty,
correct?
At what point? If what point does a leader need to step up to the plate and be like, you know what? I'm going to do this, and this is why. I'm going to take less, but you guys better, put that onus back on Joe Shane and Dable. So if I go ahead and take this discount, You guys better put people around me that's going to take us to that next level.
And the
And
Giants,
that's fair. That's fair.
the Giants leader did say that. Saquon Barkley literally said, "I'm not looking to make Christian McCaffrey type money.
Close
but
to it though.
I don't want to get a minimum." And his minimum is what the Giants are offering. If they offered him 14 mil, he's taking that and running. I'm telling you. But I don't know. They're trying to wait and see what Daniel Jones does, because I think if Jones signs a healthy contract, legitimate for everybody, that
Yeah.
if Saquon is 14, I truly believe that.
My opinion, I would give Daniel between maybe 30 to 36, something like that.
And I'd be
I
okay.
think that's still too much, honestly.
Well, the reason I say it's not too much is because right now the league minimum for an average quarterback is about 30 million.
Yeah, that's why I was
So,
thinking about 30.
Yeah, and again, I feel like Daniel.
Well, no. If we're to tag him, he would get 32 million if we were to tag him.
Well, that's why the tag tends to be a little better and play more into the quarterback's hands, because it's
Right.
almost a win-win. Like, he's going to get paid. It's not what he wanted, but he's going to get paid. That's the
Yeah, and Daniel wants to stay away from the tag.
I think
as
Philly's
much.
in a similar situation. I think I heard something. I have to do a little bit more research, but I think Philly's is trying to tag Miles Sanders.
I see you guys getting him back too.
So
Yeah.
to retain him. So but
Yeah, I heard James Bradbury wants to come back to the Giants, but I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
No, he burned too many bridges.
I don't think we're gonna get rid of Bradbury or Slay.
I don't think, my opinion is, I don't think he's going back to the Eagles. I don't think he's coming back to the Giants, because I don't know if anybody's heard he wants to get paid.
We'll
Bradbury?
go back. We'll take him back to Carolina where he came from.
Well,
you know the thing
I
about
don't
Bradbury.
think the Eagles would be upset after the Super Bowl. You know, his performance in the Super Bowl.
Well,
So-
and the thing about
really
Bradbury, he caught an interception from us, and it was in the regular season game, and he went to the sideline and kind of took a bow towards the Giants, basically saying, "Thank you for allowing me to play with these dogs. Thank you for allowing me to be on a real team." So that's how I took it when he took a bow.
My feeling with Bradbury is I think he's hurt about what the Giants did, and I don't think he's taken into consideration enough that if the cap was better, that the Giants probably would have kept him, but they had to make a business decision, and unfortunately, he's getting up there in age. You don't know how long he's going to be able to play like this. So it's not like they did him dirty. They did what they had to do to better our.
Oh, hold on. My fault. Gabe said Daniel Jones ain't getting 45 million. Yeah, we know. It's a rumor. Like I said, it's a rumor. He's getting 40 million max.
I don't think he's gonna get 40.
I think
40
million.
is still too much. I think 40 would
probably
still kick
more
out,
like 35 to 40 million range. 35.
That's what I'm saying.
35, 40,
Between 30 to 36, around there, maybe.
My opinion is the top that he'll get, and I believe this, is 38. If he wants any more than 38, it's not going to happen.
Right. He's in the 30 range. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I heard you hear a lot of rumors, and I've heard a lot of stuff about Saquon Barkley too. If you guys don't retain him, I heard that Philly may be interested in him.
Yeah,
because him and Miles Sanders are buddies.
Yeah,
but see, that's the thing. What I've been hearing is if Barkley goes there, it may be a swap. Sanders comes to the Giants.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that one.
Is that a trade possibility? We could do that, or is it like, or
it's not? Well, they're both free agents.
Free agents. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So.
Honestly, I think we should get rid of Watkins. That wide receiver. Yeah, he did. He had that one reception during the Super Bowl, but he didn't really. He didn't really prove much, even during the playoffs and the regular season. I think we should maybe find somebody else to take his spot, or at least I don't know, man. Train him some more during the off season. Get him,
Yeah.
But then again, it could be the whole Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith crew, and friendship and stuff like that.
You guys got the big three right there. You guys have the big three. So
yeah.
So on TikTok, someone says, I think Bradbury goes to the Bengals and they release Apple.
Yeah, Apple is.
Look at
I
I
was
can see that maybe.
rid of him. He's trash. He's always been trash.
Yeah.
His mom bigger mouth than he does, and that's a pretty big mouth. They're just.
And I tell
tell me how you
Giants
really
fans
feel.
too.
Damn.
Look, that dude talks out of his ass. He talks like he's like the best cornerback in the league because he's on teams that do nothing more than carry.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a joke, man. He's stay here in the South Jersey Philly area. He's ass.
So the only Smalls 14 says, I got a question. How you hang up that belt on your wall? I got a Giants belt from you, and I don't know how to hang it on the wall without a frame. Well, just so you know, that belt is a lot lighter than the belt you have. Okay. That belt Mama Boss got me. I don't know if it was a birthday gift or I don't even know. I really don't even know, to be honest. Father's Day, I don't even know. But Justin, let me hear your final thought.
Final thought. If you guys, I've been telling Giants fans, if you guys do lose Saquon Barkley, don't get too upset. One thing about the draft, you guys can always find a running back somewhere in the drafts. They're always available, so you don't really have to go for that, that first round pick or even second round pick. You can pick up a decent running back and work with them in the off season. Late down into the draft. So, but yeah, like I said, I won't be too upset if you guys.
I think
well,
and I honestly think that's the same thing about Miles Sanders. If we lose Miles Sanders, we can turn around and do the same thing. So
yeah, I mean the Giants, in my opinion, the Giants have a core where Matt Breida can be a starter, and in my opinion, if you look at what Gary Breida did, he can run the ball.
So, Justin, this is your first time being on the show.
You gonna make me say it?
Let me hear it one time.
You know what? Let's go, Giants, just for you, man.
I appreciate you, fam. Hey, have a good night.
You too.
Good being here.
All right, brother.
Oh, we got to bring McNugget on.
Let her gloat.
Let her gloat. Go ahead.
I'm humble. I won't gloat.
No, do it.
Do it. We want you to.
Okay. Eagles fans, how do you blow another game?
Woo!
You think you would learn from the 49ers.
No, do what you want to do and aim it at Mike.
Throw a pie in his face.
He was talking
let me add
100%.
Oh, DZ, here we go.
Just want to say to him, how are you feeling now, Mike?
He's tired.
He's probably sleeping.
He's probably drooling on his pillow.
He's ready to move on, like he said.
Probably. I'm not yet.
He was really quick to say, let's just talk about something else that happened so long ago, blah, blah, blah.
That was literally
he wants to brush it off.
The week leading up to the Super Bowl, he was like, oh, we're unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
He had his chest out a little bit, you know?
A little bit.
Yo,
he had it way out.
His chest was out so far you can see his spine.
The day before the Super Bowl, he literally messaged me. He's like, because I got sick or something, and I don't even remember how, but I told him for some reason. Don't remember why either. But he's like, oh, well, sorry, but you won't feel this happy tomorrow night.
That's what he said to you?
Yes.
Oh, damn, I should have brought him on with you. So bad.
Fired.
So
oh my God.
Obviously, I get a lot of hate from Eagles fans. And of course, they're going to constantly throw at me, well, we beat you guys 3 times. And I'm okay with that. Fine. We above and beyond what we were supposed to be at. So I'm fine with that. My feeling is, and I say this to all of them when they say that to me, is, but did you win?
But did you win?
Did you win?
But did you win?
Big question.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about, Philly fans.
Yo,
we didn't have to wait another 50 years.
That's right.
How do we feel about Kadarius Toney getting his ring?
I love him now. He's my favorite player on the team.
I'll be honest. Myself, for me, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. I'm glad he stepped up when it counted because he didn't do that shit with us.
Oh, my favorite part was
yeah.
My favorite part was a half hour before the game, He was listed as questionable.
Yes.
Was he really? I didn't know that.
Now,
Oh wow.
Now, Ant, Jaden, and Danny. I'm going to tell you this right now, and y'all should know this.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a new boss, your first impression is you go to work that day he shows up.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't miss involuntary camps.
Right.
Because that's a bad impression.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey.
Because when you show up, when you don't show up, they're like, oh, okay. And they didn't draft you either?
Hey. His rap career is more important. Leave him alone.
He was working on his album. You're right.
That's
he's
true.
Not he's a mumble rapper. He's not.
Hold on. So Mason, the Vikings fan, says, do you guys think the people that played, even if they're set for playoffs?
I'm not understanding that question.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Do you think
personally
people should play even if they're set for playoffs?
I think he's missing a word in there somewhere.
I'm not understanding.
Mason, if you're still watching, hit me up. Let me know what
or retype it.
Yeah, retype it if you can. So we got a few minutes left.
Regan, could we do a Saquon for Pacheco swap?
Not a chance.
I wouldn't even do that either. Oh, and I like only smalls. He said, F it. Bring back Wayne
Gallman? Oh, no.
Last time I heard, he got cut by the 49ers.
I was he was on San Fran, right? I think he was on San Fran.
And why he got cut? Because he wanted more money.
Right.
He should have stayed with the Giants.
I have a question for you guys. Would you rather keep Daniel or Saquon?
Daniel.
Me? 26, baby. 26.
Why? So I love both of them. My reasoning is the longevity of a running back compared to a quarterback. If they pay Daniel a little bit of money, he's going to be around for a few years. If they pay Saquon more money, we don't know how long he's going to be around because he's already got a few years on his body. You see what I'm saying? That's why the longevity of a running back. And this is why I put out the argument. And when I start my show back up, this is going to be one of the topics. Should running backs be paid more based on the fact that they take the biggest beating and they have the shortest lifespan when it comes to NFL careers? I think they're underpaid.
And look what Derrick Henry's doing, though. Like, Derrick Henry is like, he's still balling. You know what I'm saying? And they gave him extension, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, the thing with Derrick Henry is he's a freak of nature. He's one of those guys that, Saquon Barkley's big and he's elusive, but his legs give out because of the type of back he is. Now, Derrick Henry runs like the man he looks like. He puts his head down and his balls drag on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy's beast. He's a linebacker with running skills. He's Brandon Jacobs.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But me, I would personally, I would just rather keep Saquon.
I mean, on the money side, yeah, you want to. But and Regan, I'm sorry about the balls. Shouldn't have went.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough. But if I'm 100%, I hope everybody gets what they want and everybody's back.
I hope everybody's back. I hope everybody will be back. I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I see these Barkley over Danny any day, but you got to be honest. And I understand your explanation, but at the same time, you're right. Jones will be around maybe 3, maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 more years. But Jones, I mean, there's a possibility he could be around for 8 or 9. I mean, he could legitimately be the face of the franchise.
I mean, you get this guy solidified line. Not that they're bad right now, but I'm talking solidified line. He can be around for, like you said, another 8 to 10 years.
Yeah. Not that everybody can be like Brady,
right,
and be on a team for 20 some years,
right?
Or even I'll even say like Eli. Eli was an anomaly.
15.
15 years, 200. I mean, it would have been more straight games. Fucking McAdoo. But
but you know what, dude? McAdoo tried to draft Mahomes, though. I'll give him credit for that.
Yep.
Even though we hated McAdoo, he did try to draft Mahomes, but they said no.
he tried to get Mahomes and Reese, but no, the price for Mahomes to get where the Chiefs were, it was just too high for us.
I got to ask this question, and I don't know. I'm sure it's been posed to Giants. Very, very unpopular. I 100% understand why McAdoo did what he did. He wanted to win. Now, my question is, do you want your team to win, or do you want to see Eli get his consecutive game, knowing that there's a good chance it's going to be a loss? I want to win.
Okay, you want to win, but you got to ask yourself, are you going to win with Geno Smith?
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. But what I think McAdoo was thinking was it can't be any worse.
I still don't understand why he did what he did.
Because, I think McAdoo got a raw deal. I think McAdoo might have been around another 2 years if he didn't pull that. That was such a bad thing, and it weighed heavy on the fans, and the fans came down heavy on John Mara and the organization, and I think that's what ultimately led to him being released.
I think because they didn't draft Mahomes, he wanted to spike the Giants.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that he wanted Mahomes, and like clearly
he wanted him bad. He wanted him bad.
And was he wrong? Clearly not.
No. At that time, at that transitional spot, of Eli, I guess the franchise wasn't ready to part ways from Eli.
Right.
But at the same time, wait, that was Reese. Yeah, because Reese
was there.
No. Reese didn't draft Eli.
That was Corsi.
Corsi.
Yeah, it was Corsi. Yeah, because Corsi wanted Roethlisberger.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the only reason he drafted Rivers is because that he knew that that's the only way he was getting Eli.
Yeah, which I don't understand. If the Chargers wanted Rivers, why didn't they just draft Rivers?
Because they wanted to. Because we all know Eli in that year was hands down the quarterback coming to college. So the thinking there is, well, let's grab him, see if we can change his mind, and then if not, we can get more picks out of it and get another guy that was on our list.
Which they did.
They did.
It was because of the picks, yeah.
Yeah, which they did.
Yeah, so everybody is happy with what happened. I mean, we got 2 Super Bowls out of it, and a hell of a quarterback, a hell of a career, and they got Phillip Rivers.
Right. The almost got it, almost there a couple times.
Yeah,
you got to be a little quicker than that.
Well, hey guys, Jaden, give me your final thoughts, man. You've been quiet this whole time. You good?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready for the Yankee season. That's what I'm ready for.
Let's get it rolling, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
I'm new to this Yankee fandom. I'll be honest. I did not realize that Aaron Judd was named captain the first time since Jeter left.
Yeah,
that was he got named at the press conference. He didn't even know he was going to get named captain.
And even Jeter gave it to him. Jeter was there.
Yeah.
So that's.
I just like what I'm hearing out of camp so far that Carlos Rodon is lighting it.
Oh, I love it, bro. I love it, bro.
I have a good question I have a good question for the postseason. What would you rather have healthy, or rather have health? Or no, if you had to choose, one person would be healthy and one person would be injured. Luis Severino or Nestor Cortez?
That's tough, man.
You know what? I would choose to be hurt. You said to be hurt.
Yeah, let's say you want Sevy to be hurt, but Nestor to be healthy, or just vice versa.
Oh, I want Nestor healthy, 100%.
I honestly, I say Sevy because Sevy, even though Sevy's ceiling is higher, he can implode.
Sevy has
he's injury prone,
and he has legitimate playoff experience, and he's done well in the playoffs.
Right. Well, I think I know he had that one wasn't that one hiccup in 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I can't wait for opening day, I'm getting tickets.
Man,
Yeah, that was
And we faced the Phillies earlier on this season too.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Well, I gotta close it down, man. Jaden, let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Yankees and let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you. Danny, let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Good,
Have a good night, brother.
Ant, always good to see you, man. Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow. Love you, brother. Thanks for
Love you.
great conversation today. This was a hell of a show.
Yo, this was awesome, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Love you too. I'll talk to you in a little bit. McNugget, defending Super Bowl champ. Let me stop. Let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
And you get well. You get better.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, like Ant said, and no, that's not him next to me. It's just a thing spinning. It was a good show tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. And until next time, I'm not ready. I am not ready. This has been one of those days. Man. You know, again, you would think this is my first show. Anyway, let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.